Thanks for joining us, guys. We're here this week for Talking Dirt with Brandon Elrich from Humor and Hummus, right?
Yes,
Yep. And
yes,
you're over in Missouri.
yes. Out in misery, out in the middle of nowhere.
And this week we are making a chocolate zucchini cake. I'm pretty excited. I've been craving cake, and my son is gonna make my birthday cake, and so I don't think
Oh,
I don't think he's ever made a cake. So I'm like, what do I want to
oh.
make me so I can still eat cake?
Well, I mean, if you follow his directions, I'm sure it'll be fine.
He can. He's been baking and cooking for a long time.
Oh,
He
well
definitely
then,
follows a recipe. It's just some of them are, how like white cakes. My sister's coming, and she told me finally that she doesn't like chocolate cake. I'm like, what is even wrong with you? How are we related? But so now she's coming to visit, and I haven't seen her all summer, and I don't want to have him like the easiest recipe I have is my chocolate cake recipe, of course. Um, but she doesn't like chocolate cake, so I'm like, okay, what do I do now?
yeah,
But it's not her birthday. I mean, technically, I could still do chocolate cake if you like eat it or leave it.
right. I don't know
So
if I've made a chocolate zucchini cake before. I made some kind of zucchini dessert, I think, like last year sometime, but I don't remember like even where I got the recipe or what exactly it was. But
yeah,
this one's definitely different. This one I've never done before, so it's new to me.
yeah, we can see my kitchen. Yeah, I don't think I have made chocolate zucchini cake before. I've definitely done zucchini bread and muffins, but no, I haven't actually baked too much with zucchini, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah. I got this zucchini from my mom. It's like a pretty big one. And the skin though was kind of tough, so I
Oh,
wouldn't normally peel it, but with this one, I was like, oh, I don't know if I want those tough bits in the cake, So I went ahead and peeled most of it.
yeah, I don't blame you. You want to know what's there, but you don't want to chew it.
Right.
So I did share the recipe on Substack, and I will include the link again when the summary post goes out, when the replay goes out.
Yeah.
But it's pretty simple recipe. You're gonna put your dry ingredients together, and then you'll put your wet ingredients together separately, and then you put those together, and you mix in your zucchini, and voila! Oh, and there's some chocolate chips too for added measure.
Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with a little extra chocolate, right?
Right?
Oh, and then the frosting.
Yes. And I picked up heavy cream especially for frosting.
Yeah, that's one thing I did not do. I thought I think milk would probably work okay, but I don't
The
know.
what?
Have you ever, I, what was that?
What were you saying?
Oh, I said I didn't have any heavy cream, but I figured milk would probably work
Oh
okay.
yeah. Yeah,
So,
absolutely. Okay. My zucchini, and it said to blot it a little bit, so I'm just gonna lay mine out on some paper towel.
so was it 3 cups of
Yes.
shredded zucchini? Okay. So this is one thing I did not do beforehand, as I was telling her before um, video started. I didn't shred my zucchini beforehand, so you're watching me do some of the prep work here. I like
So,
this. I like this grater that I got. It's really cool.
oh, it stands up there.
Yeah, it's like holds the stuff, you know.
Yeah, that's awesome. Still pretty broken up about Dolly Parton.
Oh, I know. I could not believe that.
She seemed like
I
she'd go
just,
forever.
huh?
She seemed like she would go forever.
Oh, I know. That's what I thought too. I mean, a while back she had talked about she was on Substack. Well, she or her publication is still on Substack, but when she started on here, I subscribed to her. I really like her, and
Oh,
she put out these little videos, just little stories about some of her songs and little stories behind them and stuff like that, you know. And a while back, she had put out this video thanking people for their thoughts and prayers about her health. She was going through something at the time, and she said she was doing a lot better, and you know she was just kind of having to slow down a little bit. So,
yeah.
but it still seemed like she was doing fine. And then this was kind of, I mean, I guess it shouldn't be a complete shock at being 80 years old and everything, but she
Mm.
just she just acted so much younger than she really was. She's just so full of life and just act like she was going to keep going for, well, like you said, keep going forever.
Just yeah, and what an amazing person, and like you're saying, like always had a positive message, and just amazing. So what a loss.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw this video. One of my friends, Peter Murphy, put out a video, uh, a note this morning, I think it was, and said when she was over in Ireland, she was on vacation and was in a little pub and just did like an impromptu concert. Basic, I mean, she just sang a number. She sang her the coat of many colors for them, you know, and you know she it wasn't something planned. She was just on vacation in this pub and she sang for them while this guy in the pub played guitar for her. So
Mhm. What
uh,
an experience that must have been for those people.
yeah,
She came to Maine a few years back. I think I was still working at Johnny's, and one of my colleagues got to go, and I didn't have the funds at the time, and man, I wish I could made the funds, right?
yeah. I haven't been to a lot of concerts. I'm just not a concert goer really. I mean, I've been to a few, but I just
Never
don't.
been to any.
Oh yeah.
Never.
I've
Yeah, no,
I've
not
been
something.
to I've been to some, but just like we have this place in Kansas City called Starlight Theater, and they have different artists there sometimes. But I went to see Boy George and the Culture Club a couple years
Yeah,
ago,
nice.
and so that was kind of cool. But it didn't cost much, you know. I'm not
Yeah.
going to spend like hundreds of dollars to see because even even if you spend a lot of money, you're not like right up front unless you spend a really lot of money.
Right, and then I'm not into the huge crowds, so that would be really good. Like, I really have to wanna see someone to go and do that. Like Dolly Parton, that would have been worth it.
Yeah.
I splurged for the good cocoa powder, the Ghirardelli Dutch process stuff.
Oh yeah. I just got the just regular Hershey's.
Yeah, I have some of that too. I like the Gi and I used to have a sheep named Ghirardelli, so it's a little reminiscent for me.
Oh yeah.
Rivers.
Ugh, man, grating this takes forever. I should have used like a blender or a mini chopper or something.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry about that.
I don't know. It's not your fault. I just decided to do it the hard way.
I have this nice KitchenAid food processor that has like the wheel thing that you just put it down through and it grates them and fruits stuff.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that would be nice. Well, I need a little bit of a workout anyway.
Good for
I
you.
sit around all day and write and sitting in front of the computer and
Yeah. Well,
I
now
was,
that I don't have sheep anymore, I'm not getting the exercise I used to get. And so I went and had like a annual, you're supposed to go and have an annual checkup. And I had to go in order to stay a patient. So I hadn't been in 2 years. And I get on the scale and she's like, "Do you know you weigh 15 pounds more than the last time you were here?" And I'm like, "Wow, thanks for telling me that."
yeah, right. Yeah.
Great. But it just doesn't come off as easy once you get up to this age. And so I am trying to like make a daily walk a habit. I'm like, I've got a mile and a half of trails right behind my house. It's nice and quiet. There's no reason I shouldn't be doing it. But yeah,
Yeah.
we had that heat wave and I had to push myself to get out into the garden to get the garden time in. And then it's just too darn hot to be out there.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, it's been pretty hot here. I mean, Missouri is very humid too. So
Yeah.
it feels a lot hotter than it actually is too, the heat index or whatever.
Right.
But I try to get out some too. And I have one cat that's a little overweight. He's kind of fluffy and so he needs a little exercise too. So sometimes I go out and try to give us both a little exercise and walk around. So
Good for
he's more
you.
of an indoor cat. All right. That may be 3 cups. I don't know. We'll see.
I think it's pretty forgiving. Okay. Well, baking cocoa, baking soda.
All right. So we're starting with 2 cups of flour.
Yes. So,
And for those of you who just joining, we're making a chocolate zucchini cake. All right. There's one. Two.
powder.
All right.
Skipping the espresso powder because they didn't have it at my store.
Oh, okay. I didn't I picked some up well, it's just like an instant I just instant
Nice.
vanilla latte stuff. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, that
Like
should work.
I was
Yeah,
trying
I
to
don't.
look for what oh sorry, what?
Oh, I was just checking the comments to see if there was any questions. Oh my goodness. Thank you everybody for being here. And let's see. Brandon, you're everywhere. From Amazing Matt.
Yeah.
Oh, you already
I
said hi to
was
him.
I was on last night with Steph. Well, I was on yesterday with Sturge. We do it every Tuesday, and then last night I was on with Stefan Pasek,
Oh,
and
nice.
then this morning I'm on. So it just
You
happened to
are
be like
everywhere.
all clustered together.
Half a teaspoon of salt.
All right. 2 cups flour.
Like that. All right, so got all that. Oh, I need the sugar. I'm not going to use brown sugar.
3/4 cup cocoa.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And then soda.
Did you see that video that I shared from Melanie in the We Do Not Care Club?
I don't think so. What was it about?
She made a video about food in particular, and she was we do not care if our food is prettier. We want to know that it's safe, and she just had like a whole long list of like all these things we do not care about.
Oh, okay. No, I don't think I
Yeah.
saw that.
Oh, well, like it's gone kind of viral on Substack, and it's got like well over 1,000 likes and over
Oh,
200.
wow.
Yeah, kind of crazy. And so I was talking with Liz Reitzig, who has the Raw Milk Mama subset, and we're going to talk about that next week. About her, we're going to go over her video in particular and like answer every single of her, every single point that she made.
Oh, okay. And who is
So
she again?
Raw Milk Mama.
Oh,
And
okay.
her, yeah, Liz Reitzig. But she's been involved in food policy for a long time. And she and I have, we've done a couple of lives before together. Uh, and yeah, I think it's going to be exciting. Sugar, sugar.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that would definitely be viral for me. Mine don't get that many likes and stuff. I had one video that just went crazy, and even months afterward it kept going. But yeah, that was an outlier. That was it was
Right, right. You know, that doesn't happen. I've only had one other note like really take off like that. And it was a while
yeah.
back. Cool when it happens. And it's kind of put me up over, like, I think I had 1,600 subscribers, and now I've got over 2,000 because of this one
Oh
note.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm not going to use brown sugar because you can do the same thing with molasses. So I'm just going to add like a splash of molasses to my, actually, I'll add it
Okay.
to the wet stuff because I don't want it to be, that's what I'll do. Okay.
Well, I got out my brown sugar, so I'm gonna put that in mine. And it was, let's see, 3/4 of a cup.
Yeah.
And we're adding that to the dry ingredients.
Yes. All right. Whisk. Oh, your sugar goes in with the wet stuff.
Oh yeah, okay.
I put mine in with the dry. I think it'll work fine either way.
Okay, well I'll save mine for the wet ingredients then.
Yeah. If mine comes out bad, I'll let you know.
Half a teaspoon of salt.
All right. Oil, sugar.
Okay. I think I've got all the dry ingredients. So,
1 cup.
all right. So the wet ingredients, we have 1 cup of oil, a cup of sugar.
Or egg. So how did you get into baking, Brandon?
Um, my mom was always a baker. She baked cakes and cookies for other people. Like she did wedding cakes and decorated
Oh,
all
wow.
wedding cakes and stuff like that. And she didn't really have like a business. I mean, she stayed. She was a homemaker,
Yeah.
a stay-at-home mom, and she did it just. It was just by word of mouth. It wasn't any kind of like. It wasn't technically a business for her, but mainly people that she knew that asked her to bake birthdays and weddings and all that kind of thing. So basically, I just kind of learned by being around it, and I would do just kind of copy what she did, and I don't know. I guess it just went from there.
You picked it up.
Yeah, and I've enjoyed it, and I never really thought I would do it. I mean, I kind of had the dream of having a cooking show or something like that. I thought because I'd love to watch it on TV. I love those cooking baking shows on TV, and so
I like
I
some
thought,
of them. Like I like Andrew Zimmern with his bizarre foods. And oh, the Great British Baking Show, of course,
oh
right?
yes, yes, I love that.
Yeah. I used to watch the Halloween Wars with my older son when he was younger.
Oh
Where
yeah,
they would make yeah, where they made these awesome like display creations with candy and chocolate and oh my goodness, just like the stuff they can do, and they have like the smoke coming out of the dragon.
yes, yes. Now I definitely have never done anything that elaborate,
Same.
but I do think it's pretty cool to see.
Okay,
I
I'm
also
adding
like,
a little of molasses to my wet ingredients just to counter the fact that I'm not using brown sugar.
I like watching that show, Chopped. Also, I don't know if you've ever seen that, but
No, I didn't watch that one.
they give them like just odd, crazy ingredients, just random ingredients, and they say, okay, you got to do something with this. So they can always add stuff to it and whatnot, but they have to use these weird ingredients, whatever they are. So I think that's
Yeah,
kind of cool to, because I like doing things, using things that aren't normal, I guess. Like
yeah.
last week I used a corn muffin mix, but I didn't want to make
Oh,
cornbread.
I saw that. Right. And you made the blondies, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. You guys can go and find that recipe on Brandon's page.
Oh yes, yes. Yeah, I published it the other day, I think Saturday or something like that. Okay, cup of oil. And I was telling Samantha. Now, do you prefer to go by Sam or Samantha, or does it matter?
It doesn't matter. I'm used to being called Sam. It feels more normal to me. When I start dating someone new, they're usually calling me Samantha, and it makes me feel like a lady. And I'm like, that's just not me.
Well, I was telling Sam earlier before we went live that last night I was getting out all the ingredients, putting them out on my counter, and I realized I only had like a little bit of oil left in my container, so I ran to the store this morning. But I also needed a couple other things, so it wasn't it wasn't just for the oil.
Okay, I've got my wet stuff. I've got my dry stuff. What's next? Add the zucchini to the wet.
Okay. Oil, sugar, brown sugar. Oh, the eggs. So do you have chickens?
Not anymore. I had chickens for, geez, a good 20 years or so.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah, and it just got to be that I hated them. I just I hated those fuckers. They were always hopping the fence. They get in my garden. They're digging up my lawn. It was like a
Oh yeah.
monumental feat to buy my farm. And then I was looking property. And then there's these chickens, like a roving band of pterodactyls, right? Little miniature
Yes.
dinosaurs. And they're just horrible. And the eggs are valuable, sure, but I wasn't really making money off of them because grain is so expensive.
Well,
And I
yeah,
tried
that's the
like,
thing.
yeah. And I tried alternate feeds, but then they're not laying. So then I'm just feeding these animals that are giving me, yeah, it's a long, sad story, but the ultimate end came to like, I just hated them so much. I was like, oh, God, I'm not going to do that to myself. So the chickens went like last year and the sheep went this spring. So now I just have some kitties and a great big livestock guardian dog with I'm the only one left for her to guard. So we have a new relationship.
Yeah.
And 3 cups of
Uh,
zucchini.
oh, a third cup sour cream.
And I know you have some kitties.
I do. I have two cats that I've had, Zach and Zoe. One of them is uh just turned 8 years old, and one of them turned 9.
Aw, getting into their golden years.
Yeah, and you never with cats, you don't even realize it because they act like they're still young even when they get old. They're still out, jumping and climbing and hunting and everything.
Yeah. 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 I've got a 12-year-old who she still looks great. She acts great. And you wouldn't know that she's 12 looking at her.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good at, and it's even when they're young, and if they get sick or something's wrong with them, their cats are very good at hiding their symptoms. That's kind of a evolutionary thing, I guess. They adapt to.
Mm.
They're like they don't want to show weakness to predators and things. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
a lot of times when they're sick, you don't even realize it.
It's like sheep.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they'd be really sick before you noticed. Unless you're like, you have to be really keyed in
right.
because
Yeah,
once they're sick, then it's almost like more times than not, you can't bring them back once they're sick.
yeah. 2 teaspoons vanilla. Oh, did somebody say you ready? Grandma said R.I.P. Tim Curry and
Oh,
Dolly.
oh no!
I
Oh my
didn't realize that.
goodness, I hadn't heard that.
Huh. Uh, Shayla, yes, I'll put the recipe on my page too. Sam sent it to me beforehand, so if that's all right with you,
Oh,
I'll
of
post it
course.
on mine.
Yeah, of course. There's
Yeah,
a
I'll
note
post it
from
along.
around on Substack too, where I've shared it there also.
Oh yeah, that's right. You said that earlier. I
Yeah,
forgot.
more places, the better. 'Cause this is just a nice way to slip in some extra vegetables. I spent a season at the local elementary school as the lunch lady. Um,
Oh, I
and
remember you talking about that.
yes, yeah, it was funny because I have, I guess, unorthodox ideas or old fashioned ideas about food. And so I'm always trying to push them to eat their vegetables or make healthy choices. And so I'd make funny things like, I mean, it's not really funny. Rhubarb muffins, right? That's not funny. But if you're not accustomed to eating it, putting it in front of a child, and you should see some of the faces that they gave me. But from like the beginning of the school year to the end, by the end of the school year, they were much more receptive to Farmer Sam's weird foods.
Oh yeah.
So you can make
You
a
know,
difference.
we never had rhubarb growing up. I My cousin made a rhubarb pie once, and I think it was actually a rhubarb and strawberry pie
Oh yeah,
combined, but
yeah.
and I thought it was pretty good. I I don't know why. I don't know. I guess it's just something that maybe my parents didn't care for, so they never grew it. But
I have been trying to establish rhubarb on my property since I got here in 2018, and the soil is so poor. I don't know. I bought these rhubarb plants and put them in, and they didn't like the first spot I gave them, so I moved them, and they're still not happy. So I don't know. It's like the only farm, well, not the only farm, I'm sure, but usually, like on a farm property, the rhubarb is already well established there and it's been there for generations, right? No, not here.
you just can't please some people or plants, I guess.
I guess not. It's supposed to be easy to grow, but for whatever, I just have really poor soil. And I think the
Oh yeah.
second spot I put them, I abandoned that garden, so I haven't been watering it, and they're just kind of over there, forgotten, and neglected.
Oh,
Okay, I've got my batter in my pans, and I think I'm gonna put this in the oven.
oh well, you're ahead of me. I'm slow, I guess.
That's okay. We can just. There's no rush. Yes, we're going in.
All right, I got the zucchini in. Let me make sure I got everything. I did the flour, cocoa, baking soda, powder, espresso, salt, oil, sugar, brown sugar, eggs, sour cream, vanilla, zucchini. Yeah. Okay, that's all of that. We got to combine that with the dry stuff.
Thought I was gonna have to bake all kinds of bread this afternoon for my CSA members, but I only have one order, and she just wants carrots. So maybe they're letting me off light this week.
And you're doing that for what?
My CSA shares. Yeah, I think I have half a dozen or so CSA members, and it's just people who have they prepaid at the beginning of the season to be able to get first dibs on whatever the farm produces.
Oh, okay. So what does CSA stand for?
It's community supported agriculture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. A lot of times you'll see it where like farms will put together share boxes, and they'll have like a predetermined, assortment that's going in that box from one week to the next, and that goes out to CSA members. Mine, I have a free choice system, and so I just list whatever the farm has available on a Google form, and I email my mailing list on Monday, and they'll place their order, and the total of their order is deducted from that prepaid credit they established with the farm at the beginning of the season. So it's just,
Okay.
yeah.
So do you also do farmers markets around? Like you do like take your vegetables and stuff to the farmers market and sell, or
I used to. For
I'm sure it's
6
probably a lot of
years.
work.
It really is. Yeah, for 6 years, I was the manager of the Madison Farmers Market near my home, and I also vended. So I had two booths side by side. One was for Run Amok, and the other one was for the farmers market. And yeah, just preparing to go to farmers market every week was a whole thing. You have to spend one day just harvesting and cleaning the produce and packaging it, and then the next day, you're getting up early and loading your car and trucking off to farmers market all day. So it's 2 days off the farm every week. And once I bought my farm, I realized I can't farm if I'm not here,
Right.
right? Because it's just me. So if I'm not here doing the work, nothing is happening. And I wasn't really making enough money to justify 2 days off the farm. So I decided to start bringing up my business to me. And I did the CSA, and I had a CSA before I bought the farm. So that was just easy to keep going. And I started a farm stand on the porch. We have an enclosed porch here on our house. So it's a
Oh
nice
yeah.
space to, yeah, designate. And we're a really small town, so I haven't had issues with, like, it's on the honor system. I can't stand there and man the farm stand, right? Again, if I'm manning a farm stand, I'm not farming. So it's on the honor system, and I've been super fortunate that folks have been honorable.
Right. I've seen a couple of those around my area. Just a stand and have the stuff out and have a place where you put the money or whatever. And
Yeah.
all right, my batter's done. Try to get some of this stuff out of the way. Oh, the only bad thing about baking and stuff is there's such a mess that you got to clean up. Okay, so did you do the two round pans?
I did. Yeah, I was like, "Oh, I could just do a sheet pan and be done with it." But now I'm gonna go the whole route and make a two-layer freaking cake with the frosting. It's on.
Yeah, yeah. Well, might as well. Let's go all
Right.
out.
Oh,
All right,
I
I
didn't
got.
think to use the parchment. That was silly of me.
Well, maybe it'll come out. I don't know.
I think it will. There's a lot of oil in that recipe.
Yeah, I just don't trust my pans. I just don't. I'm not sure it'll. Not sure it'll work out for me.
Yeah. Oh,
Or
normally I
my.
would
I
use
guess.
the parchment. Yeah, like if I'm making a birthday cake for someone, I definitely would use parchment because I don't want it to be ugly.
I'm gonna try to even it out. We'll see how that goes. I think this one needs a little more. So, what did your mom bake when you were growing up?
Oh my goodness. My mom is a whole thing. No, she didn't teach me to cook. She didn't like anybody in the kitchen with her.
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
she did. She was an amazing baker. So it was there. But I didn't learn. I like got married at 19 and I didn't even know how to cook. So got
yeah.
myself.
I've heard that from other people too. That like they didn't learn from their from their mom or whatever. And then when they became an adult, they didn't know how to do laundry or they didn't, you know, whatever.
A few things, but cooking wasn't really one of them.
Hmm.
Picked it
Yeah.
up.
I think it probably also depends on like if if the person some people just aren't good teachers and they
Yes.
don't have the patience for it or whatnot.
Yeah, that was definitely my mom's issue. Well, among other issues.
Yeah, that's how my dad was. Like I could not learn anything from my dad because he was very impatient and expected you to know things that you know you have to teach.
Right.
Like you can't just these aren't just innate. It's not innate knowledge that you just are born with. So it's like I don't know what he was expecting, but like so yeah, that's one of the reasons I didn't really get along with my dad too much. Like we were just very opposite, and I didn't want to have anything to do with anything that he liked or did. And
Yeah. Yeah. Did that ever get better? You guys have a better relationship now?
no, not really. Well, I guess I don't know. I guess maybe it's a little better, but we still don't really have anything in common, nothing to talk about. I mean, I try not to be in a room alone with him because it's so awkward. It's just like,
Yeah.
well,
Bummer.
getting hot today.
Mm.
Hot enough for you? That kind of thing.
Well, being able to move out and be your own person does help to some degree, at least.
Yeah.
But my mom ended up dying in jail. We did not have a good relationship. I was
Oh, yeah.
estranged from her, and yeah, I couldn't even trust her with my kids. I wouldn't send my kids over there because you just couldn't trust her.
Yeah.
We are not our history, right? We are who we choose to be and our choices of today.
Oh, Shayla says her grandma taught her how to cook.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, my grandma was a cook too. I mean, she made a lot of fried stuff, and she was
Realize I
very
forgot to put the chocolate chips in my cake.
oh
Put them on top of it, do you think? Or
yeah, I would. I just
yeah,
sprinkle them on top. Some of them will sink down.
right? Try it. How many chocolate chips is it supposed to be?
1 cup, I
One
believe.
cup. Okay. Sorry, what were you saying, Brandon?
Oh no. Well, I was just talking about my grandma. She was a cook. She made she made stuff like um sheep brain or not sheep, cow brain and eggs and cow tongue sandwiches, stuff like that. Pickled pig's feet. Like, oh, I did not try any of that. That does that does not sound appealing to me. I'm staying away from that. But she was also very overweight. She was became diabetic, and but that's kind of how my dad took after her. He ate a lot of fried stuff, and he was overweight, or still is, I guess. Oh, I forgot to set the timer. Um, how long is it? 20 minutes?
32.
32? Okay.
Yeah, it's when you're gonna.
Alexa, set a timer for 32 minutes.
Um, I only put about half of it in there because I'm not convinced it's gonna sink so much. So
Right.
it is what it is. It's chocolate. It's gonna be yummy. We'll still eat it. I've got a
Yeah.
19-year-old son in the house, so
Well, you could also sprinkle them on top of the ice frosting.
yeah, I like that idea. It's
So,
decoration.
do you want to make the frosting now or you want to wait?
Yeah, we can do that. Forgot about the frosting.
Let's see. 1 1/4 cups of butter, which is that's a lot of butter.
Oh yeah, holy moly. Makes a big
Let's
thing for frosting.
so it's 2.5 sticks, right? Am I counting that
Yep.
right?
Yep. Okay. And I didn't think to take it out ahead of time, so I'm gonna have to go over to the microwave.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys can come with me.
Here's two.
Yeah. No, I don't use the microwave much, and it's mostly for softening butter.
Oh, yeah.
But I used to have a I did a bed and breakfast for a while, so I had the microwave for my guests. Um, so we still have one. My son likes to use it on occasion, but I try not to use it if I don't have to.
I'm kinda the same way. I don't like to use it a whole lot, but I use it for, like, reheating leftovers or
Yeah.
things like that. But especially, like, for heating melting chocolate, I like to use the double boiler thing
Yeah.
because
Same, yeah.
the microwave just does I don't know, there's, like, a point where it can easily seize up and chocolate becomes, like I don't know how
Not
to explain
good.
it, but you know what I mean? It's just like
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, my kitchen is so small. I keep my microwave in my pantry here. I think I can flip this around, maybe. Yep, there it is. The pantry. And it's a big mess. I've got all these onions here I gotta process, and then my big bags of flour and more
oh, yes,
stuff.
I saw your pantry the other day when you were, freezing your green beans and
Yes,
doing all
yes,
the
you did. Yeah, and then my son, I asked him to bring these tomatoes out, and so it's right in front of the microwave. Hang on, I'm gonna put the phone down like this. You guys can still see the microwave there. Okay. Yes, I'll swear. Those are all the tomatoes I gotta deal with this afternoon. Think of me, I make dynamite.
dynamite.
You ever had dynamite?
No?
Uh, I tried to look out. So my uncle Neil always made dynamites for our family, like reunions and our like annual Christmas get together. We would all do a potluck, and Uncle Neil would always bring dynamite. And I wanted to make them. I looked it up, and I found out it's actually like a road. And it's basically like tomatoes, peppers, and onions, and celery, ground beef, and you make like this hearty kind of. It's not like a spaghetti sauce, but it's sauce. You eat it in a hot dog roll. I like to have my hot dog roll laid out flat, and I'll, like, smother it with the dynamite sauce, and you can eat that with a fork. It's it. So I've got all these peppers that are coming in from the garden, and my tomatoes are just harvested, my onions, so I'm gonna make a big batch of dynamite, and I'm gonna beat it in a put some in the freezer if it's freezer. Okay, here we go. We're going back to the kitchen. Da-da-da. Go. My house is laid out funny. So I've got like two bedrooms at the back end of the house, one upstairs, one downstairs. And you go through this little breezeway into the main part of the house. Don't look at my table. Holy moly. All right, here we go. I'm going to clean this winter, but it's not winter yet. All right, here, you flip it back around. Do like that. Oh, not that way, this way. Okay, know what I'm doing. Good. Right, back in the kitchen. softened butter. Be a little too soft. We'll make it work. Butter. Looks good here. Go like this. See what I'm doing. All right, so I got my butter. Confectionery sugar. Uh-oh, that might be out the pantry. Look.
Okay.
We're gonna go back to the pantry. Oh, I hope I have some. And I'm trying to. Oh no, that's ah, I do. Yay me! I got the stuff. Oh, here, I'll show you my farm stand while I'm out here. My front porch, and I've
Oh,
got
okay.
my refrigerator with my produce, and then I got a little freezer where I put breads and the shelf thing here. I've got some tomatoes out here. I got to stock the refrigerator. I usually do that on Thursdays, but there's still a few things in here. And farm kitty, this is Kyo.
He's not for sale.
Nope, I wouldn't let him go. I like my orange kitties. All right, here we go. And we're gonna put this way. Like this. Okay.
Oh, hello, Luca. I didn't see you come in. Hello, Sherry. We're making chocolate zucchini cake for you and anybody else that came in later. The cake is in the oven and we're working on the frosting now.
Yep. Chocolate buttercream to satisfy the chocolate craving. So what do you use to mix this together?
Here.
Butter until creamy. Add the confectioner's sugar, cocoa, cream. So then I need it. Ooh, my kitchen is getting hot now. The tiny space, so there's nowhere for the heat to go to.
Hello, Miss Use. We are making chocolate zucchini cake.
Oh, it's Liz. I love seeing these kitchens. So nice to see normal kitchens. Yes, kitchens that are actually used for cooking food like they're meant to be. Time was evening and into our you can see me outside. What your to baking came from the recipes on the back of the dried yeast packages. Oh my god, my mom made cow brains and eggs too. She made me try them without telling me what they were. Beef tongue
Oh,
was
yeah.
also something we ate. boil potatoes and then fry them. I've never done that. Hmm. Okay, where was I? Alright, I am gonna run my mixer, so I think I will put this on mute for a minute. I think I'll wait till I get my dried ingredients put together. What do I use? Confectionery sugar, cocoa powder. Or Whew, oh, there it is.
Yeah, I should have used the mixer, but oh well.
Did it combine without it okay? Maybe I should just do it by hand.
Yeah, it looks all right. There's,
I'm I'm just doing it.
I mean, it looks like frosting.
Perfect. Mission accomplished.
Whew. So you mentioned dating. How's that process going?
Not, I gave up.
Oh,
So I got involved with someone last fall, kind of around this time. And I don't know, I kind of rushed in and got married. And so then I just got divorced like a few weeks ago.
oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was married for 2 weeks and then I was like, yeah, this isn't working. It took longer to get out of it than it took to get into it. Anyway, yeah. Um, I just find that there's like a mismatch between me and the dudes my age in the area.
Yeah,
And I think that's like a huge like it's a big generational gap, right? And I don't think I'm gonna find someone because I'm not gonna leave this area. And so, and you know as well as I do in rural communities, they hang on to those old school mentalities, right? And it's hard
yeah,
to be something different inside that and find a partner. Oh,
yeah.
yes.
That's kind of the same in this. I mean, I'm in a rural area, and being gay and in a conservative rural area, that's you don't. It's hard to date. So
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm just kind of tired of trying. It's costly. And like I can show you like, you know, when you log into your Substack dashboard and whoops, that's not sorry. Okay, good. Yeah, and so on your Substack dashboard you have like the chart that shows like the ups and downs of your
yeah.
subscriber base. So, yeah, on mine, from that time period when I was in that relationship, it just shows, like, this great big gorge, like,
Oh,
got in and my productivity just tanked, and that is, like, a good analogy for how men affect me personally in any relationship. So, it always, like, takes away from the fun, it takes away from my writing, and it just takes a lot of time and energy that I could be putting into my so maybe my farm is more important to me than a relationship at this point, right? I don't really wanna give up my writing time in the morning. I don't
yeah.
really wanna share my farm because if I share it, then they're gonna wanna have say in what happens here, and
Oh, yeah.
I've already been planning this for 20 years, and so to make compromises with I'd really have to trust them, like, they'd have to be around quite a while to build that kinda trust to be
Yeah.
willing to make those kinda compromises, so
Yeah.
it's complicated, like, I still kinda leave the window open to the idea of finding someone, right? You don't wanna
Right.
give up on it. We
Yeah.
deserve love, but I'm kinda losing hope.
Yeah. I'm kind of in the same boat in some ways. I'm like, I I would like to, but I'm content with where I am, you know?
Yeah.
And I would like to be in a relationship. I think that would be nice, but I'm not going to like I'd be devastated if the next relationship doesn't work out or something like that. I'm gonna go into it just kind of,
Yeah.
with caution and
Yeah. Yeah, that's the
whatever.
same thing. I wouldn't say no. I would give it a try, but I am happy with my life and I don't necessarily need more.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
Shayla says it's even hard in a lot of urban areas, so I can only
mhm.
imagine. And Miss Hughes says, I live in Michigan and the majority of the state is really progressive. However, I live in a rural area where they have the good old boy mentality.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing I'm fighting up here in the backwoods of Maine, where everybody wants to, they don't, they like the idea of farming, but when they get into things and they're like, oh, wow, this is actually a lot of work and it costs a lot of money and I don't know why you do this. Like,
Yeah.
they're not going to understand it anyway if that's the way they are. So
Right.
I don't agree with a lot of them, with the good old boy mentality. I don't agree with that stuff.
Yeah.
Even having a conversation is difficult.
Have you tried the apps or
Oh, yeah. I should try. Yeah.
the farmers only?
Yeah, I tried that once upon but, some of those ones are like, I don't find local people on them.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna travel more than, like, 20 minutes really and I don't even really wanna travel that I don't wanna leave my farm. I want
Right,
my
right.
friends trying to find me right here.
I would think that would be a hard one because if it's two farmers, they're probably established in wherever they are if they're farmers. And
Well, the thing,
which one's gonna pick up and leave theirs behind and
they always expect it to be me, like,
right.
and
Yeah.
another thing I've come across on Tinder and, um, Plenty of Fish, like, a lot of these guys my age have homes, like, I bought this old farmhouse and I'm remodeling it and I'm gonna start a farm, and they wanna bring a woman in to
Right.
support that. They don't wanna be selling that to come and live with me on my farm,
Right.
but even bringing someone in would be tricky because I've got my 19-year-old son here. He's not gonna be moving out. He's taking over this house. I'm gonna move out.
Oh,
So
yeah.
so it makes it really, really difficult, but alright, I am
Sorry, I'm
staring
distracting you from your
that's okay. I'm distractible. Um, and I think we got time anyway. Yeah, it's not easy.
So is your son into the farming and stuff? Does he want to do all of that?
No. No. He to give this kid credit, he's been with me through the whole journey, alright? He used to go to farmer's market with me. He made, his own little dog cookies and lemonade, and he had his own little table right next to mine where he would be selling his stuff.
Oh, that's pretty cute.
Yeah, it was super adorable, and then when I bought the farm, he's been here with me helping with the sheep and the haying every summer, and he's tired of it, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Right now, at this point in his life, he's not interested in being a farmer. He sees the value in the garden, and I could see him maybe getting into that later in his life, but right now, he's like, "Nope, anything to do with any of it. I'll take the house. Thank you very much, mom."
I was going to try to fit the rest of the powdered sugar in this container, but oh yeah, I think it's going to fit. There we go. So how long have you been on Substack?
I think since December of 23.
Oh, okay.
So a couple years now.
Yeah.
How about you?
I technically started in, I think it was either November or December of 2024, but that's when I posted my first article, I guess, or first note. And then really didn't get committed to it until January of 2025. So
Mhm.
like a month or two later, I went all in and started posting every week and et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, it's been, I guess it's coming on 2 years pretty soon. I mean, we're still in August, I guess, but time flies.
Yeah. Yeah, it sure does.
Were you writing or posting anything anywhere else before this?
Yes. Yeah, actually I've had a blog since like I don't know, since my kids were little. So my son 2007 maybe 2003. Since 2003. I've had some kind of blog and it's always been attached to the farm's website and it wasn't until I discovered Substack and I moved my whole blog over here. Like I still have the farm website.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't do a very good job cross posting there.
Yeah, I started on WordPress in I guess it was 2020 maybe, and then I don't remember. I think it was 2022 when I went to Medium because
Yeah.
I was posting like poetry and fiction on WordPress, and I was kind of part of a community. We would um, have writing prompts and kind of support each other's work and read each other's stuff and all that and do challenges, but I couldn't really monetize anything. I mean, you could have like ads, I think, but
Yeah.
it didn't make anything at all.
Right.
So I really wanted to make money doing what I enjoyed doing. I wanted to, you know, make money with my writing. And so like, well, I can't do it here. So I still have that site, but I don't do anything with it hardly anymore.
Yeah.
But then I went to Medium in 2022 and you could make a little money on there. And so I did that until, like I said, when I moved to Substack. I'm still on Medium too, actually, but you can't. I haven't been able to make anything for a little while in there. They changed things around, and
Yeah.
algorithm was different, and got rid of their boost program pretty much. So anyway, came to Substack. I've planned on just writing here, just like I was doing before, and
Yeah.
then I, s- I saw that you could do voiceovers and audio podcasts. And I was like, well, that's really cool. I think I'd like to try that. And so I did that. And then last year, I think May, I started doing live videos. I'd never planned on doing that either. I was like, I don't like seeing myself on cameras and or
My
listening to my own
problem.
voice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's been a big
that's,
adjustment.
yeah. Yeah. I saw so many other people doing it, and I was like, well, if they can do it and they don't care, I don't know. It's like I just have to kind of accept who I am and just do it.
Yeah.
And nobody is as critical of me as I am.
Right. Right.
So I just did it, and I've had a lot of fun. I've enjoyed doing these baking videos, and I go live at different like Pride Fests and stuff like that, and it's been a lot of fun. I took a trip to Maine last year. Um, I'm part of this writing group that of writers on Medium, and they've all moved over to Substack also. And we decided to all meet up in Maine at Old Orchard Beach. Um, One of the guys, his family rented a couple of houses there. Uh, he's in kidney failure and on dialysis, so he kind of wanted to get everybody together just
Uh,
for that, for kind of a last meeting, I guess. But on the way there, I drove, which was a mistake. That was a long drive,
oh no.
but
Right, yeah,
I
from down there, like, yeah, holy moly.
on the way, I saw that I would be going pretty close to Niagara Falls, and I had never been there, so I was like, well, I'm going to take this opportunity. I'm just going to drive, and I'm going to go to Niagara Falls, and so I'm glad I did it, but I won't do it again. But anyway, yeah, I went live while I was at Niagara Falls, and there's people that like that. They said, I've never been there. It's really cool to see a video, somebody going live there and everything. So I was, well,
Did they have
I guess
Wi-Fi?
pretty cool. Yeah, well, I just used my phone's phone phone data or
Well,
whatever.
mine is like so poor service that I can't seem to go live if I'm not
Oh,
on
yeah.
Wi-Fi. Yeah, it breaks up.
Yeah, it just depends on where I am, but I it did pretty well. The video was pretty good there,
Yeah,
but it was windy, and so there was a little glitchiness, but overall it was all right.
nice, nice. Because I keep wanting to do some videos from the garden, but my Wi-Fi doesn't reach that far, so I'm trying
Oh,
to
yeah,
get it
yeah.
so bad. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I don't know much about that, but I suppose there are probably like boosters or something maybe that.
Yeah, and I have one. So I've got one in the house already so that it will reach like out to the barn and the sheep nursery when I still had the sheep. So I would do lamb cams and people love that. But I bought a bigger one, like, and it's supposed to, it would go like all the way to the back of the field. But I have to drill it onto the side of my house, and I don't really,
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
really, I've got vinyl siding, so I'm not really comfortable doing that. I'm like,
Yeah.
but that's what I need. I'm just gonna have to bite the. I've already got it. I just need to get out there on a ladder and do the things.
That sounds like a job for a 19-year-old son.
I want it done right.
Oh, well, yeah.
Like like he can do a lot of things. I'm not trying to bash him. He's outside cleaning the garage right now. Um,
Oh, yeah.
but like drilling into the vinyl siding, I don't I worry that it would get cracked and whatnot. So
Yeah.
I'll probably do it myself. All right, I don't know. I think this looks like frosting. What do you think, Luna?
Let's see. Yeah, looks like mine.
Okay,
Looks,
deal.
I mean, they look pretty much the same, right?
Yeah, nice, awesome. We're good.
Oh, you took yours out, or well, you put yours
Yep.
in before I did, didn't you?
A little before. The chocolate chips didn't really settle in there, but I think that'll add like a nice pop of flavor when you
Yeah.
eat it.
Alexa, how much time is left?
You have 1 minute and 40
Oh,
seconds left on your 32-minute timer.
just a minute left. I'm gonna check on them.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to assemble it on camera because the cakes are going to be hot for a while. So,
Right. Yeah. Well,
but we
that's all
can
right. We can
share the.
take a picture of the final product. Well, looks like mine are done.
Ooh, nice.
All right. Well, there they are.
Beautiful. Well, anyone have any last questions or remarks? You can leave it in the chat now. Otherwise,
Let's see. Any about here? I can't make my friend just start her voice recording. Still reacts to voice with. Oh, I don't know.
well, let's
Yeah,
see.
that's the voice thing is was kind of hard for me. Alexa, stop. It was because like I said, I don't like my own voice, and it was yeah, I had to get used to it listening to myself because we don't sound to other people the same as we sound to ourselves. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. No, I tell myself I'm practicing, like I'm still getting comfortable with video format. And it's something that I had kind of promised I wouldn't get into because I don't really like the whole social media
Yeah,
mind frame. But at the same time, I think I heard it from someone. I can't remember where I heard it, but if you want to spread a message and you're trying to reach more people, you've got to meet them where they're at. Right. And so most people these days, they're not reading anymore. They're scrolling. And
yeah.
so if we're trying to connect with people, we've got to meet them wherever they're at. So I
Well, it's
keep
also
practicing it.
even the people that do read, they also if they also see you on video, they get to know you, and so that
Yeah.
kind of makes the reading the articles more personal. Like
Yeah.
I know this person, I've seen them, and I've talked with them, interacted with them. So I think that
Yeah.
helps with your writing too.
Yeah. It builds trust for sure and
Yeah,
authenticity because we're not robots here. We're actually
yeah,
people with real kitchens and real issues and
yeah,
doing the best we can.
yeah. We can't magically pull out the finished product right here, and
Right. So everybody's going to have to check back with us on Substack. Brandon will share a note with his finished cake, and I'll share a note with mine. And then
yeah,
the recipe will be available with the replays. And yeah, well, I think that's it. I appreciate you taking time to join me today, Brandon. It's been fun, and I really like the kitchen quiet. It's nice to have something to do, right, while you're trying to do these live
right.
videos. So that's super helpful. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I mean, most of my live videos you watch are just somebody sitting in their office and somebody else sitting in their office, and they're just talking back and forth about whatever subject it is. But I think it's cool to have something unique like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I appreciate you having me on. I've enjoyed our the Catalyst Club with David
Yeah.
McElroy.
Yeah,
That's a great
David is great.
community.
Yeah, and I would recommend him to anybody who's wanting to grow their Substack or their entrepreneurship that way. He's just very down to earth and grounded and his
Yeah,
rates are affordable. Like I've checked out some other coaches on Substack and they're like pricey. Yeah.
yeah,
So he was really like attainable for me and he's helped me grow in a big way. So yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I don't pay for very many subscriptions, but he did this birthday special thing, and I'd seen a lot of his videos, and I wanted to join the community, but I just can't afford a bunch of subscriptions. But
And
when he reduced it, I was like, all right, I've gotta take advantage of it. So
yeah, yeah, I did the same thing. Yeah. Great
yeah,
guy. So thank you again, Brandon, and thank you everybody for joining us. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.
thanks. See you later.
Bye.